the journey of the Kenya School of Law. And so as we look at the journey of the Kenya School of Law, I wish to remind us and to point out that Kenya and Kenya as a country. And for the first time in 1963, the national anthem of Kenya was played. And I want us to start today by reliving that moment. So I'll hand over to Kayamba Africa. And shall we all be upstanding?
Tuwajibike, umoja wetu.
Okay? So in 1963, the price of bread I have established from people who were there at that time was, would you believe it, 40 cents. Let's have our lunch. So the order of lunch, and then we shall follow the tables at the front. Campus dance team to come and take over from here. And thereafter, we shall watch a documentary of the Kenya School of Law. As they come, the chief guest and the director can lead the guests for lunch service. Can follow for lunch service, and then that way until we get to the last table.
Who's the musician? Who's the technician?
Release the banger.
It's a big vibe, but the girls them know. Steady, steady, heavy. I'm a piano, piano. It's a big vibe, but the girls them know. Steady, tired so greasy, need to dance like Chris Breezy, easy. I'm on my wrist, did they code, did they freeze you? Them know they come in, start money for no reason. I see they go, I'm a piano.
1969. So the author of this article is actually present today, Mr. Praveen Bauri, and so he'll be speaking later on. But allow me to produce noteworthy results. The project, which was establishment for the Kenya School of Law in Nairobi, started with an initial intake of only 3 students, and today, after active 1969. Okay? So, and Nelly Okaka Okello, who graduated, and then Inamda was formed in 1926, so they're just shy of their 100th birthday. And then additionally, Kaplan and Stratton was formed the year after, and to formally welcome all of us to this function. Welcome, Dr. Mutai.
Kenya Law Reform Commission, the chairperson of the Kenya School of Law Board of being registered, 2 of whom we had Amata Fanuel Okinyo, Gatheru Philip John Mwangi, Gichukia Peter Maxwell, Omesh Kapila, Kisongoa Paul Thomas Mwindi, who, as I mentioned, just passed away about a month ago, Mahmoud Afzal Mugal, Justice Bito Gideon Penwell, Mulwa Jackson Nicholas, who was also a judge, Gashui John Jairo Mwangi, who was also a judge, Njugi Timan Clement Ndere, and Orlando John Berry. So those were the inaugural class. All men, no gender balance in those days. I think the first, we'll probably be told by our speakers later, the school a couple of years after that. And the PTP. So the school has really grown by leaps and bounds. And today we are here to celebrate all the alumni through the school, to celebrate our staff, past and present. And in that regard, I would like to just mention that yesterday we had a retirement ceremony for 3 of our longest serving staff, one of whom was actually involved in the construction of this premises when it was being built for the Agricultural Finance Corporation. So if they're here, I want to just recognize them and ask them to stand up. We have Francis Senelwa, Franco. We have Charles Wainaina, and we have Eunice Boro. So those are the 3 staff members who are retiring this year and who have been with the school since its old location on a great deal. As we know, legal education today is at a crossroads and continues to evolve. So from the articled clerkship system to the law schools to where we are now, a lot has changed, and we anticipate a lot will continue to change. Issues regarding access to education continue to be very important vis-a-vis the quality of education and admission standards. And we will continue working with the regulator and members of parliament. Also receive apologies from members of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of the National Assembly. We were with some of them in Diani a couple of weeks ago, and they promised their support to the school. So we'll be working with them to ensure that the school continues to grow from strength to strength going forward. As you know, we have a school strategic plan which sets out where we want to go in the medium term, and that will also involve devolution of some of our services to some of the counties. We also know that there's been a big explosion in the number of universities accredited to offer the LLB, from about 11 in 2018 when our strategic plan started to 18 today. So there's been a big leap in how many universities offer law, and we as a school are ready to receive all of them here and provide them. And we have developed a master plan that will guide future generations in terms of growing this school. And if you passed by the registration desk, we have actually pinned it up. You can see where things are laid out now and what we anticipate will happen, funds allowing in future, especially that open area that we call Kasarani past the parking. It's a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Some of us may not be here when those happen, but we are confident that we shall leave the school as strong as it has ever been and in a position to continue providing quality education both for Kenyans and non-Kenyans. So as I said, today we have a few people who will give remarks, and then we will be closing and having a small tree planting ceremony to mark this occasion. So we shall move swiftly along to the first of our remarks. An ATP student, Louis Oseko, I believe, welcome to the podium. You can come and give your remarks and share what KSL means to you.
Honorable, first of all, good afternoon. I know you're all eating. Currently one of the outgoing students. I cannot tell you what a great honor it is to be standing here and hear about Honorable Attorney General. It's an honor to have you. Honorable Justice Frida Gacheru, because of the unwavering support. You are all interested, and I can guarantee you I was not lying. So, Advocate Mwalimu, in another life you would have made an excellent comedian, but you can still come and break the monotony of the speeches. Back to the director, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. It's been surreal. Back in term 1, I would not have imagined that one day I'll stand in this podium and address some of the best legal minds, the best supportive staff, and share in the success of the institution. Thank you.
All right, another round of applause for the gentleman. I hope you're still enjoying your lunch, because I need to make 2 announcements. One, if you need to use the washrooms, you will walk right through the red carpet to the end, and then the ushers will show you the exit and the way to the washrooms, which are at the administration block. And then the second announcement, there are 23 more days left in the year. In case one of your resolutions was to lose some bit of weight, you have 23 days and you're welcome for dessert. So allow me to go on with the speeches, and I want to welcome a representative of the Advocates Training Program, Mr. Justus Munithia, to make his remarks.
Thank you very much, Mark. Good afternoon. Our chief guest present and all protocol observed. It's my pleasure to stand in on behalf of Assistant Director ATP Ann Konuche. She's not in. I'm holding a brief. I don't have any written speech, but the first and foremost is to congratulate the director and management for organizing this great event. Most of us here have given a story of their journey. You have just heard from our previous student. But I want to give it the perspective of a teacher. And before I do that, I want to recognize all the teachers present. Where are you? Can you stand up? Advocates Training Program led by, I've heard Fred Wakimani is good in jokes. Fred Wakimani is there, Mwaneki, Christine Kungu, Sinkeva. Can you just stand up? Let's have all the teachers stand up, please. It's not a command, it's a request. Let's recognize our current teachers who are present in the house. Yes, thank you very much. You can have a seat. Teachers play a key role in mentoring and shepherding most of you who are here present. I'm sure when we shall be hearing from our senior council, they will tell us who the teachers are. My relation with the School of Law, we were here in 1994-95. I don't know how many of us are present. The director, please just come forward. We are told that in this country, you must know who is your classmate, just in case you want to be a governor somewhere. So that was my classmate. I don't know who else have come, but just slightly behind. I want to then acknowledge the role that the school has played in changing this country. If you look across spectrum, we have judges, we have magistrates, we have attorney generals, and we also have lecturers who are passed through here. And reflecting on what we may learn from that is that for you to become an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, you must then pass through the hands of the ATP program. And that's what the teachers do. Again, the other thing that is very important and which has been started is to create a mentorship program, which is a bridge between us and the Law Society of Kenya. So we signed an MOU, and that MOU enables us to have our students mix with the lawyers, and soon the class that we have released are going to be in your chambers as pupils. The role of mentorship program is to make people great, to be what they are today. Don't forget one thing, giving back to society. I think last year or so, we had an event where we raised some money. And therefore, even as we celebrate this lunch, let's remember we have those of our students who come and may not be able to afford fees. And thirdly, the other very important thing we started as a school is to ensure that when your suit becomes very old, we have a place we keep them here. Please ensure you set.
So these are the remarks on the paralegal training program, the paralegals. And from 1967, the American Bar Association, ABA, gave paralegals formal recognition, and subsequently the body of paralegals has spread around the world. And again, they also serve in the judiciary as well as other areas of government. And so my work as the coordinator of the paralegal training program today is to welcome members of the legal fraternity to benefit from our graduates. So last Friday was a graduation ceremony, and we graduated paralegal students alongside the advocates training program students. And so I call upon the lawyers here, just like the previous speaker, to look at the people we produced in that program. Thank you very much. All right, so allow me to go on with the speeches. And I want to invite the representative of the Law Society of Kenya. And I know the Deputy CEO, Mr. Collins Odhiambo, is here. And so join me in welcoming him with a round of applause.
Gentlemen, I didn't want my phone to do that thing, so I took my time to have it muted. I'll adopt protocols that have been used by the speakers before me. The Law Society of Kenya proudly identifies with the Kenya School of Law. The Kenya School of Law represents the mitochondria, if you understand the way the human cell operates, of the Law
The judiciary's mantra of social transformation through access to justice is also mirrored in the initiative that we seek to drive today. Looked at differently, the lawyers that will benefit from the funds in the coming years are agents of social transformation for this country. I therefore urge all of us to support the fund of a competent, ethical promotion and protection. Thank you and God bless you. And this is signed off Honorable Justice Martha Koome, EGH.
Thank you, Director Mutai, Dr. Mutai. Our guest of honor, Madam Christine Agiba, Chairperson Kenya Law Reform Commission, who is actually representing Attorney General. Justice Retired Gideon Bito, San Senior Counsel Mesh Kapila, Justice Frida Githuru, representing Chief Justice, students of Kenya School of Law, all invited guests, observed. Good afternoon. Hamjambo. Yeah. I'm a teacher by profession. That's why you hear that I can't hear. And we love asking questions. I'm so much humbled as the chair of Kenya School of Law to witness this great occasion, a day when we are giving thanks to Almighty. I think we are also celebrating our 60th birthday, and maybe quite a number of us are yet to attain the 60 years mark, but we are still on the list. For those of you who might be celebrating their 60, are racing to reach the tape, I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you are going to reach there. I don't have much to say because it's a very bright day, and when I look at each one of you seated here, I can see God has seniors who are here. Thank you for laying good foundation of the present Kenya School Regal Minds. What does it mean for this great nation of ours? As a school, we are trying to help Kenyans and other international community achieve what every day we normally pray for when we echo these words: justice be our shield and defender. My dear learned minds who laid the foundations, we are here to reconstruct and finish what they started. Endeavor. We need your support to support the many. We would like to have a student center on the campus, because Kenya School of Law is a mother. Please remember your aging parents. Don't say that they are now aged. You have nothing to do with them. we have other projects which we would like to start, and we need you to complete an ultra-modern library which all of us should make use of once it's ready. And with your support, the library. In addition to this, in our strategy, we would like to open campuses or centers in some designated areas in this country, of which we are carrying out feasibility studies so that we can take our services to the field. We are living in a devolved system, the COVID time. Let's take opportunities of this. And to end, cannot be realized. Kindly join our Alumni Association. Not like to spend much more time because I can talk the whole day because I'm paid to talk. So I wish this is your home. Let's join hands. Let's live together for our glory and glory of the future. Were it not for our forefathers who are with us here, some of them, this great institution could not be the way it is. So asanteni sana na Mungu aendelee kuwabariki. You are all welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair, for those very encouraging remarks. Next, I would like to welcome a very good friend of the school, someone with long and vast experience in legal education and policy issues, representing the Attorney General, Ms. Christine Agimba. I had ambushed her and told her she doesn't need to prepare any written remarks, so please forgive.
Thank you very much, our hosts, the chair of the board of the Kenya School of Law, the CEO of the School of Law, the staff, and the students of the School of Law. Allow me to stand on established protocol as I stand here representing the Honorable, the Attorney General. Yes, I was told all I need to do is to come and smile and make a few remarks. So allow me to do just that. But let me first of all extend the sincere apologies of the Honorable, the Attorney General, for not being able to be here with you today. He asked me to come in and stand for him. And I think we should recognize that the Office of the Attorney General has been a very key partner in the journey of the Kenya School of Law. The Attorney General is the office that provides policy guidance to the legal sector. And over the years, the Office of the Attorney General, and at some point, the Ministry of Justice, Kenya School of Law was under the Ministry of Justice, which is now, of course, subsumed within the office. But that office has been very instrumental in providing strategic and policy direction, legal education in this country, for ensuring that their resources so that legal education can continue to the then Minister of Justice, Kiraito Murungi, who made it possible for the school to move, have been part of the process of shaping the vision and the direction that legal education should take. And I wish to assure you on behalf of the current Attorney General, Honorable Justice Muturi, that his office will continue supporting the Kenya School of Law at the School of Law and by the chairperson of the board. And as you also grapple with addressing the challenges of the increasing number, it is a challenge, but I think it is also a great milestone that so many lawyers are now able to be trained. I would be correct in saying that had the largest number of females attending the Kenya School of Law. In my year, we were students attending the School of Law, and if you know the history of our profession, which still continues to be male-dominated, but I think in that year we made a great stride. Class of 86, 87, which produced the first female Chief Justice, the one that Justice Frida has represented. But I also reflect on the fact that as my admission number is 1734, and I'd like you to guess which year. This means that I became an advocate at a time when there were less than 2,000 students that had gone through the Kenya School of Law at the time. And to milestone that has now seen more than 20,000 students having been admitted. Am I correct, CEO? I think the journey of the Kenya School of Law can just be demonstrated by statistics. So I'm very, very privileged to join you here today on behalf of the Attorney General and to join the very first students of the Kenya School of Law. We agreed with the CEO that the real chief guests at today's function surely must be the very first students at the Kenya School of Law, and therefore School of Law has through their words.
Thank you very much for your remarks. And again, we ask that you convey our thanks to the Attorney General for all his support over the years. So we come to the climax of today's and we have with us, as I said, two of the very first group of 11 students, just all the way from Kitale. He's now retired 20 years ago, lives in Kitale, farming, and when we got in touch with him through his daughter, who is also a lawyer, he kindly agreed to come all the way to join us. He has both of them. So as I invite Senior Mesh Kapila, some of you may have seen this thing down here, which is the school me in welcoming. He actually has certificate number 1 of the Kenya School of Law. Although somehow the nominal role he was number 4, but he showed me certificate number 1. So he is our very first student. Welcome, Senior Mesh Kapila.
Thank you very much. Yes, I take pride in saying that this crest or the coat of arms was designed by me way back in I had developed a hobby for designing coats of arms. The school I went to, I volunteered because they did not have any coat of arms, so I volunteered, and as a result of designing for my school, I did a fair amount of research. I understood the concept of a coat of arms, and in school I was good in art, and sort of that helped. A surprise was accepted by the then Attorney General, Mr. Charles Jonjo, and yes, that is the history of the school. Thank you. The Honorable Christine Kimba, who represents the Honorable Attorney General, and Honorable Dr. Henry Mutai, Director and Executive Officer, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. Ago in 1960, that indeed there was affairs, and the Office of the Attorney General had already started work. Mr. Davis was appointed its first principal.
And it is very important to know where you're coming from in order to be able to set a course for where you are. Seniors in the and we do wish you the best in health, yourself and Justice Bito. And we continue to look up to your example that you set.
Right, I know I promised that I would give away another book. And unfortunately, I stepped out briefly. But while I was here, I heard the name of the first principal of the Kenya School of Law. That's before we get the formal vote of thanks. So allow me to mention, and when I mention your firm or your company, please stand and wave. And at the end, I'll request the, So Equity Bank, obviously, so you can be standing, you can wave. Help, you table. LJ and Associates, Morecambe.
It's always not easy to speak after your seniors. So this is not an easy task, but I'm here to represent Equity Bank. I wear two hats, Executive Director, Madam Mary Wamai. We are here to celebrate this day, commemorate the 60 years, and of course commit to more partnership. We have been thinking through in the
its establishment till the early 2000s. The school was located on Valley Road. 2000s, the school was located on Valley Road at the current University of Nairobi's Dental School.
Your work.
Improvement. All our processes and strategies are such that they all work toward
Then the representative of the Chief Justice. Thank you. The representative of the Law Society of Kenya. The Dean, University of Embu. Mr. Pravin Bauri, representing law firms. Equity, representing our sponsors, very generous donation. Our first students, Mr. Omesh Kapila. Retired Justice Mbito. We have the ATP students, youth. And I shall ask you to stay, Luis, and on behalf of the current generation to present our chair with his gifts. Thank you very much. I'd now like to invite to present the vote of thanks, Mr. John Malombe, who is the Assistant Director for HR and Admin. And he will also be able to inform us about the tree planting session.
Thank you, Director. Madam Christine Angimba, representing the Honorable Attorney General, Madam Lady Justice Frida Githiru, representing the Chief Justice, the Chairman, Board of Directors of the Kenya School of Law, all invited guests, staff, and the students of Kenya School of Law, good afternoon. Yes, I've been asked to present a photo of thanks. And before I do so, maybe I should share a brief journey of how this event came into being. Sometime about 3 months ago, a team of a few members of the Kenya School of Law staff were carrying out an assignment which involved a review of certain documents. In some of the documents the team was reviewing, it contained some brief history of the Kenya School of Law, just a paragraph or so, which paragraph indicated that the Kenya School of Law came into being in 1963. And then a discussion ensued. Isn't it then, therefore, this is the 60th year. Would it make a lot of sense if we could consider celebrating the 60 years of the school's existence? And that is how the idea was born. It was escalated various levels of discussion, and it received a lot of support. A team was now formally set up to organize this event, and I was meant the chairperson of that team. Therefore, as I pass the vote of thanks, let me start then by recognizing the effort or the work of the team that I worked with to organize this event. I would request them wherever they are to just stand up. We recognize you, we appreciate the role you played in the success of this event. And then, as the team continued to undertake various activities towards organizing the event, at some point, the work became so much. Actually, we felt overstretched. And our colleagues in the Kenya School of Law staff came in handy to lend their support. We received a lot of support from the entire staff fraternity. Kenya School of Law staff, we appreciate you for the great job that you did during the preparations of this event. I must also recognize the support we got from various stakeholders. We have the universities that are represented here. The universities, please feel much appreciated. I may not be able to mention every player by name, but we really appreciate the assistance that you gave or the role you played in making this event successful. Various law firms that we send invitations to, and you responded to our call, you are able to attend our function, please feel much appreciated. There are also other partners we extended requests to attend our function and also see if they can maybe put in something by way of some money to support the needy students of the school. And we also recognize you. Thank you so much, Equity Bank. We also have help. Thank you so much for the assistance that you rendered to this. The Kenya School of Law Board, because this idea had to go to the board, have a discussion and give it a go ahead. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Chairman and your team. You really supported the management, and courtesy of that support, we have had a very successful event today. The Office of the Attorney General, we have had a very long cordial relationship. This is our parent, and every time we need support, we always lean on you, and you have never disappointed us. Thank you so much. Office of the Chief Justice, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for finding time to grace this occasion. I've mentioned the various partners. The security team, led by the OCS, had the company. The company, I extend special regard, special recognition to you. You have a talent, please keep it up. If there is any other person, any organization that I might not have mentioned in my vote of thanks, please feel much appreciated. We value your partnership with us. We value your role. Otherwise, without your participation, but before I forget, I've just remembered a very key partner, that is the Law Society of Kenya. I think it would have been a great mistake if I don't mention the Law Society of Kenya, given the relationship the Law Society has with this institution. Thank you so much all, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. The final two things on our program are photo session, which will be done right here. And the director will coordinate that. And then after that, as Kayamba Africa leads us in singing the national anthem, we shall go for tree planting. And again, the director shall give directions. All right, so we'll do the national anthem first. Thank you. So I've been your host. My name is Mark Mukuha. Thank you very much.
Can we all be upstanding for the national anthem?
Haki iwe ngao, haki iwe ngao na mlinzi, na tukae na udugu, amani na raha tupate na ustawi. Thank you.
I'm reminded as you leave this tent on your left-hand side, and so on your way out, be sure to pick something that that will make this day memorable for you. Thank you.
And a final point also, in respect of our accountability, we shall be updating you within the next week or two as to how much has been donated, and you saw in the letter there are different categories of sponsorship. We shall also let you know the categories of sponsorship, so that as we part, it was also a charity event for the Legal Education Fund, so we shall know how much we have managed to raise. And please continue to send, if you have not done so already. The pay bill number is on the letter. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. To wrap it up, Karamba Africa, we are back on stage. We have not done a number from Mount Kenya region. Wageni wangu kutoka Mlima Kenya, kama mko, you are free to come and join us here. Karibu, or you just sing wherever you are.
Hey, hey.